But I think it also gives them a measuring stick of, am I over where I should be? Should I be asking more questions?
Did you say measuring stick?
Yes. Measuring stick.
Do you remember back in California, you and I were in an office building and I asked you what your favorite app was?
Yes.
At the time, do you remember what you said?
No.
Okay, I'll play the clip now.
Favorite tool for the firm is created by FinOptimal, and it's a Accruer. It is the ability to revenue recognition, prepaids, and everything else like that.
So now it's been 7 months since that clip. I know you're really into tools, but you don't go overboard, and you like to put in things for your team that actually make a difference. So in that 7 months, what have you put in that has made a big difference to your team?
One of the biggest things that we've changed in our firm is trying to create transparency on time allotment for clients. I know everybody has their feelings about time as a whole, but one of the big pieces for me was helping them understand how much time we are estimating to work on clients. Now, if we don't track it, we can't help them understand. We can't help to make sure we're hitting our realization for our clients and profitability. And so keeper time has been one of the biggest benefits for us in our firm right now because it allows our team to see. This is how many hours we have, this is what's going on, and it's already in the system that they're working in. So if they're moving from one task to another, they switch from one client to another, it auto recommends them to change.
Oh, that's cool.
And so if they're existing and living in it, it just makes it easier for them to navigate through the process. They don't have to go to another third party. They don't have to go through all this.
So it's a real-time variance analysis between what you've sold or estimated versus what they're using.
Absolutely. And the biggest pieces for us in the way that we manage, because we have a fixed fee model, is we look at contracts over 3 months and how are we doing on time is a relationship to that. And then we assess, is this workflow? Is this human? Is it scope creep, scope seep? What is going on with it? And so it's given us also the ability to be a little bit more clear with our team because it's directly connected to where they're working regularly. So if there's a workflow that it's tagged to when they're working in it, it's helping to navigate all that stuff. So just better transparency because it's an app they're in every day.
If there's a chance that Ben, founder, and Kenny see this, what's your wish list item that you just would love Keeper to build?
I think one of the biggest pieces is it's reporting. I think they've got a really good framework for high-level firm function, but I think some of the people on my team actually want to understand, like I'm not so worried about AP, how did we do on this? How did we do on this task? And I know there's other systems that do that really, really well, but I think my team would like to see some of that a little bit more, just so that they can understand when I lost a bunch of time or I spent a bunch of time, which task was it specifically on? Or potentially be able to analyze it a little bit more on their side to make sure that when we have a conversation about what's impacting this client, or potentially even how it follows up with communication. Because we're using Keeper now for email, how much time is being spent on those areas so that they can bring better conversations back to us first before we're like, hey, what's going on here? So I guess the bigger piece would be notifications to the team or the ability for them to see visually down to a more functional reporting down to the task. And even have triggers that say, hey, you're almost up on time on this one, or hey, this is what's going on, so that they can participate in that a little bit easier.
Okay. What if it went one step further and just like the average user doesn't want to sit there and create their own custom report, save it, what if there was a conversational aspect to that which says, hey, what are the worst time variances this month? Why did this happen? Who else is doing really well on these tasks in the company that I could get some advice on?
Oh yeah.
Is this a customer thing that's happened well before me? Because imagine you're a new person coming on board. And they're like, no. You're actually doing way better than the person before you. You're good. And if they could have that sort of insights before they go to their manager, imagine how validating it would be.
Oh, very much so. No, I love your idea about looking back at history from it. And it's not a history from you spent 400 hours and I only spent 20 hours and kind of that context. But I think it also gives them a measuring stick of, am I over where I should be? Should I be asking more questions?
Did you say measuring stick?
Yes. Measuring stick. Measure.
That's right. Dan Luthi, thank you so much. You are a shining light in a world of chaos and hype, so thank you for this. And Ben and Kenny, if you've seen this, now you have Dan's wish list, which I'm sure you've already shared 100 times, but we'd love to see that too. Thanks very much.
Thank you.